Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Design with Roosevelt. Continuing with CSWA Practice Problems, today we'll work on question 7.15. Let's take a look at this question. So in this question, unit of measurement is millimeter gram second. Like always, we need to ensure we are using the same unit of measurement in SolidWorks setting. Now looking at this question, we have the 3D model, top view, front view, and detail A. As you can see, we are dealing with three spheres that are connected. My preference is to start with the base of the geometry. As you can see, we have three spheres that are connected with these two sections. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make these sections with using revolve bus command. Then after that, I will focus on making these cutouts, cutout on the bottom and a cutout on the top, and eventually I'll make this key feature and these two holes. So with this introduction, let's jump into SolidWorks and start modeling this part. In SolidWorks, first we need to check unit of measurement, and you can see that we have millimeter gram second, which is a correct unit of measurement. Now click on a sketch, and choose front plane. Because the base of the geometry is kind of symmetric, I'm going to make two center lines, vertical one and horizontal one. Now let's just model half of the geometry. Start with the arc command. Click on arc command, put the center point on the origin of the geometry, and let's make an arc shape like this. Then I need a line. Then I need another arc. Put the center point on this center line, and let's make an arc like this. Of course, we want this point of the arc to be coincident with this point. So select both and choose coincident. We know that the diameter of this sphere, the middle one, should be 30 millimeters. So the radius should be 15 millimeters. We know the distance between the center point of the right sphere to the left sphere should be 55 millimeters. The diameter of the right sphere is 18 millimeters, which means that the radius should be 18 divided by 2, which is 9 millimeters. Also, looking at the top view, you can see that the width of the section, the connecting section here, should be 10 millimeters. If the width is 10 millimeters, this means that the distance between this line and mirrored line on the other side should be 10 millimeters. And now, as you can see, we have a fully defined sketch. All I need to do is to mirror this sketch. So click on the sketch command, click on mirror entities. For entities to mirror, select these lines. For mirror about, select this vertical line. And now you can see the preview. Click on OK, and that's it. So that's a fully defined sketch ready for revolve bus command. The only change I need to make here is just clicking on line command, and let's close this contour. And now I have a fully defined closed contour. Now it's time to use revolve bus command. Click on feature, click on revolve bus. Here, SolidWorks cannot detect the axis of rotation because we have a vertical one and a horizontal one. Select the horizontal one, and now you can see the preview. Click on OK, and that's it. Awesome. So that's the base of the geometry. Now it's time to focus on making small details and cutout. Let's focus on the main sphere, the middle one first. Click on a sketch, and let's choose front plane. If you look at the middle sphere, you can see that we need a bottom cutout and a top cutout. In order to make a cutout, I'm going to use rectangle command. Click on rectangle, and let's make a rectangle here. And let's make another one here. Make sure that the rectangle is covering all the area of the sphere. Now, all you need to do is to add dimension. Click on the smart dimension. According to the front view, distance between the bottom line of this rectangle and center point should be 10 millimeters. Distance between this line and center point of the geometry should be 12 millimeters. And I don't care about the rest of the dimensions that we have here. As long as this rectangle is covering the sphere, we're good. Because all we need to do with this rectangle is to use it to cut the geometry. So we need to make sure that this distance is correct. The rest of the features doesn't matter. Click on feature, click on extrude cut. And for the cut, because we want to go to both direction, right now you can see it's only going to one direction, change the setting to through all both sides. And now you can see that the extruded region covering both sides of the geometry, right and left. Click on OK, and that's it. So that's the method I'm using for making a cutout. Awesome. So now we have the cutout for this geometry. Let's focus on making a key feature. Click on a sketch, and select this top surface. Here, click on circle command and let's make a circle. Also, because it's kind of a symmetric cut, let's make a center line. And then let's click on line command and start from the circle, go to left, going down, going to right, and that's it. I want this section to be symmetric, so I click on the top line, center line, bottom line, and I choose symmetric. Click on the smart dimension. The diameter of this circle should be 8 mm. The width of this circle should be 3 mm. And the distance between the center point and this line should be 6 mm. And now you can see that we have a fully defined geometry. If you want, you can clean it up. Click on trim entities and get rid of this section and this section. And now we have one sketch. Click on feature, click on extrude cut. For the cut, we want to go all the way to this back surface. Click on OK, and that's it. So that's the key feature that we want to have for the middle sphere. Now, let's focus on making a cutout for the small spheres. Because we have a symmetric geometry, I will focus on making a cutout on one sphere, and then I will use mirror command to make the cutout for the other sphere. So let's focus on the right one. Click on a sketch, and let's choose front plane. Same as middle sphere, we need to have a cutout in a bottom section. So click on rectangle command and let's make a rectangle. Distance between the center point of the geometry and this line should be 8 mm. Now click on feature, click on extrude cut, and let's cut the geometry. Click on OK, and that's it. So that's a bottom cutout that we need. Now let's focus on making a hole here. Click on a sketch, and let's choose top plane. Click on circle command, and let's make a circle here. According to the top view, the dimension of this circle should be 5 mm. Also, let's click on a circle, click on a boundary of the sphere, and choose concentric. So now we have a fully defined circle. Click on feature, click on extrude cut. For the extrude cut, we want to go all the way to top and bottom. So through all both should be good. Click on OK, and that's it. So that's a feature that we need. Now, in order to make these two features on the other side, I take advantage of mirror command. Click on feature, click on mirror, and then here for the mirror face, click on the drop-down menu and choose right plane. For feature to mirror, click on a box. We already have cut extrude number 4, which is basically this through hole. We also need this cutout in the bottom, so click on cut extrude number 3. And now you can see the preview. Click on OK, and that's it. So now we have all these features on the left sphere as well. Awesome, that's it. So that's a final model. We went through multiple steps. We made the base of the geometry, we made the cutout, and now we are ready to check the final volume for our model. Let's go back to the question and check the final answer. In the question, you can see the total volume here. The total volume is 17,573 cubic millimeters. Let's go back to SolidWorks and check the final volume for our model. In SolidWorks, in order to check the volume, you can click on Evaluate and then Mass Properties, and here you can see the total volume. The total volume that we have here is 17,573.3 cubic millimeters. If you round down this number, you're going to get exactly the same answer as shown in a question, which is showing our model is correct and there's no problem with it. Okay, awesome. That's it. That's a wrap for this video. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or comment about this video, please leave comments down below. Thanks again for watching. My name is Ruzbe. Hope to see you again soon in the next videos.